Most luxury automakers have a flagship vehicle that represents the automaker's latest technology, styling cues, and opulence. For BMW, the 7 Series is their flagship, and now in its 6th generation, it looks to display many new industry-first technologies, become more fuel-efficient, and to battle head-on with its long-term rival, the Mercedes-Benz S-Class. So let's go ahead and find out if this new BMW 7 Series is back at the top of the class of full-size luxury sedans. Now, the styling changes on the new 7 Series are very evolutionary this time around, and you may even mistake this generation for the last generation. Now, of course, you have the traditional styling cues of the twin kidney front grille. That is probably never going to change here. And then you also do have LED headlights, which do come standard on every single 7 Series. And then what's optional is laser headlights, which is an industry-first technology. Overall, I really love the new look of the 7 Series. It's very daring and pretty aggressive. Now, ours also has the M Sport package, which flares up things a little bit with the black shadow line trim, and then you also do have these 20-inch light alloy wheels. I love the M Sport package on this vehicle. And then you also do have a nice, unique wood trim inside too. But it really just spices up things a little bit on the exterior and the interior. Now here goes the key fob design for the vehicle. Pretty high quality looking key fob overall, and you do have the option of the new display key, which is an industry first technology. And then of course you have your unlock, your lock, and then your power trunk lid too, and then your panic button. And then the display key basically is like a little mini iPhone. You could touch it and swipe it and everything. It's pretty cool, and it monitors the vehicle. Now, what's pretty interesting about this generation 7 Series is that every single model is now a long wheelbase model, and they got rid of the L in the name. You do have a mineral white metallic exterior color. Very pretty looking color here. It looks great in the sunlight. You do have smart key access on all 4 doors. And you also do have soft closing doors too. Very convenient when you don't close the doors all the way. Does have the optional black Nappa leather interior. Really nice looking seats here. Power adjustments for everything. Of course, you have your power recline, your power thigh extension too, power lumbar as well, and your power adjustable side bolsters. Now, stepping on inside of the vehicle here, as you can see, this is a very lavish interior. It's a really nice vehicle, what you would expect out of a full-size luxury sedan. Now, you do have push-button ignition. Just put your foot on the brake and hit the button to start. And what you're hearing there is a 4.4 liter twin-turbo V8. Full leather-wrapped steering wheel. Now, coming to your transmission, you have an 8-speed automatic, and in typical BMW fashion, you go up for reverse, down for drive, and you also do have manual shiftability via the paddle shifters. And when you put the vehicle into reverse, it displays your rear view camera with guidance lines and trajectory. And then you also do have a top-down view. The mirrors will also tilt down when you put the vehicle into reverse, and there's many different settings you could change for the rear view camera, such as the brightness, the contrast, if you want the parking aid lines on or off, and then other settings too. And then we also do have rear parking sensors, of course. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on the lights and the hazards. All windows are fully automatic in the 7 Series. Let's go ahead and pop up the hood. Check out the engine bay. Heated exterior mirrors with LED turn signal indicators, and you also do have blind spot detection. And a little camera on the side right there. Beautiful vehicle. LED headlights with LED daytime running lights and LED turn signals, front parking sensors, and LED fog lights. You also do have a camera right there too. Now, since we do have the 750i model of the 7 Series, we have the optional 4.4 liter twin power turbo V8 engine that produces 445 horsepower at 5,500 RPM and 480 pound-feet of torque at 1,800 RPM. Now, your base powertrain on the 7 Series is going to be on the 740i model, which is a 3 liter 6-cylinder turbocharged engine. And this powertrain is also linked to only one transmission and 8-speed automatic. Now, it does run on premium unleaded fuel, and you're looking at EPA estimates of 16 in the city and 25 on the highway. Overall, this powertrain certainly provides ample amounts of power with reasonable fuel economy numbers. Now, even though the 7 Series and many other large luxury sedans like this, their main intent is to provide comfort to their occupants, this generation 7 Series is more focused on driving dynamics this time around. And the steering is actually pretty sharp and pretty precise, especially for a full-size luxury sedan. With that being said, the ride quality is also very comfortable and coddling, especially at highway speeds too, and it's very quiet inside, very whisper quiet. Now, with that being said, the 4.4 liter twin turbo V8 provides ample amounts of power and is very suitable for this type of vehicle. I would probably skip the 3 liter 6-cylinder turbo. Now, that powertrain certainly provides lots of power too, but this V8 powertrain is more suitable. And then also, this powertrain is actually pretty decently fuel efficient too, and it's quite impressive on the amount of power it has while still being reasonably fuel efficient. So overall, the 7 Series is certainly a joy to drive. Now, competitors for the 7 Series, you have the vehicles in the full-size luxury sedan class, of course. This includes the likes of the Audi A8, Mercedes-Benz S-Class, the Lexus LS, Hyundai Equus, and the Kia K900. Love the black shadow line trim you get on the M Sport package here. Now, the 7 Series also uses a lot of carbon fiber in its chassis to reduce the weight in order to be more fuel efficient. That's a reason why this vehicle gets decent fuel economy numbers. Coming to the rear of the vehicle, you have LED turn signal indicators, LED tail lights, rear reflectors too, rear parking sensors, and you also do have quad exhaust tips. EPA estimates, like I said, are 16 in the city and 25 on the highway. Total vehicle price is $114,245. Of course, you have all of your basic power necessities: power windows, power mirrors, power door locks. Now, the interior of the 7 Series is very lavish and very opulent, what you would expect out of a full-size luxury sedan, and everywhere you look and touch, it just oozes quality. Now, is it on the level of the Mercedes S-Class? Well, it's close, but the Mercedes just feels a little bit more upscale and a little more rich feeling in its interior, and the materials are just a little bit more upscale, and the build quality is just a little bit more upscale too. And the Mercedes feels like it could compete with ultra luxury sedans like Rolls-Royces and Bentleys, but the 7 Series still has a really nice interior. It's still a really nice place to be in. Now coming to the steering wheel design, I love the new steering wheel design language of this new 7 Series, and you should expect this new steering wheel design to trickle down into their other models in the near future. Now, I love the premium stitching on the airbag cover. Gives it a little bit of flair. Coming right here, we have your cruise control. You also do have adaptive cruise control, steering wheel mounted audio controls, and your Bluetooth voice recognition as well. Coming right here, we have a power tilting and telescoping steering wheel, and then you also do have a heated steering wheel too. Now, I also love the LED ambient lighting that you can get on the 7 Series. It really makes the interior glow at night, and it looks really nice and elegant too, as you can see. Auto dimming rearview mirror. You also do have LED map lights, and I love the design of the map lights. They look very unique. SOS Safety Connect. I'm also very surprised that there's no sunglass container. You have your panoramic sunroof, as you can see. And you also do have an Alcantara headliner, very high quality. Now what's also optional is the Sky Lounge. Now basically there's lights at the top, and at nighttime it lights up, and it looks really cool at night. Coming down here, you also do have a little storage pocket, dual cup holders, and a USB charging port. And then right here we have your controls for the Idrive system, which I'll get to in just a second. And then right here you have your parking sensors button, and then you have your surround view monitor, gives you your camera for the rear. And then if you put it in drive, gives it for the front, which is pretty cool. And then right here you also do have your electronic parking brake. Love the fine line blackwood trim that we get on the M Sport package here. Not a whole lot of center console storage. I'm very surprised about that, but you will find a USB charging port and a 12 volts power outlet. Now you also do have a wireless charging system, so you can charge your mobile phone wirelessly in this vehicle, which is nice. Now coming to the climate controls, BMW kept it very simple and made it a very clean looking layout. Now you do have 4-zone automatic climate control, and you have your temperatures right here for the driver and then the passenger side too. Fan speeds, of course, heated and ventilated front seats, 3-staged, and then you have your different zones as well. Overall, this touchscreen is very responsive and very user-friendly. And this whole touchscreen is a new thing for BMW. They usually don't like to put little touchscreens for their climate controls. Now let's get to the new iDrive system. Now it's been redesigned for the 2016 model year, but it's still very familiar in its operation. And the whole interface hasn't changed a whole lot, but you still have the dial and then the buttons surrounding it, of course. Now the biggest news about this iDrive system is that it's now a touchscreen. And in past iDrive systems, it's never been a touchscreen. Also, a big new feature is the new gesture control system, which is an automotive industry first technology. Now, I'll demonstrate it for you guys. Right now, I'm turning up the volume. Pretty cool there. Like I said, that is an automotive industry first technology there. Now, also, you have a redesigned menu with this new iDrive system. Now, coming to the media and radio, we do have a Bowers and Wilkins premium audio sound system. Your different media sources do include AM, FM, satellite radio. You also do have a CD player on this bad boy, and then Bluetooth streaming audio as well, USB port, and your auxiliary inputs, all that good stuff, all the basic norm. And then you also do have HD radio on this bad boy. What I also love about this iDrive system is that it has a back button right here, which helps out a lot when you want to go back to the main menu, or you could just click on the main menu button right here. But you do have your communication, which you can hook up your Bluetooth phone, view your recent calls, dial your number, have an integrated dial pad, BMW assistance, and then your messages too. To come to navigation, I actually have to connect a USB device with the activation code. But the navigation system is very familiar to the previous iDrive system. Nothing's really changed on it. You can still enter in your address by voice and by the little touchpad too, which is pretty cool. And it's still very familiar. Coming to connected drive, you have your BMW assistance, a concierge, Your BMW messages, you can view your weather, news, online search, wiki, local, Yelp, all that good stuff. Coming to my vehicle right here, you could change your vehicle settings, view your system settings. Let's go to vehicle settings. You could change the lighting, doors, keys, steering wheel vibration, speed warning, driver attention control, parking, all that good stuff. Lots of settings you could change here. And then you have your system settings from the wireless charging tray, gestures for the gesture control, displays, date and time. So overall, love the new Idrive system. I really love the new gesture control feature. Now let's get to the gauges and the instrument cluster here. Love the gauges here. Now you have your speedometer, and then your tachometer, and then your exterior temperature readout in the center. And the graphics and the rendering are excellent. And then you also do have your trip odometer down there, and then your fuel gauge too. Alright, let's go ahead and shut down the 7 Series. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the vehicle. Now build quality and materials do follow through in the rear back here, and you still have the LED ambient lighting that follows back here too. Now since every model of the 7 Series is a long wheelbase model now, there's tons and tons of legroom and lots of headroom too, and I could cross my legs back here if I wanted to, and it just feels like a limousine. Now you do have dual map pockets back here, and then you also do have dual zone automatic climate control for the rear passengers. And then a little storage cubby. Lots of storage right there too. And then your cup holders. Really nice. And then you also do have these mirrors right here too. LED lighting back here. Alright. Now back here in the 7 Series you will find lots of trunk space. And then you also do have a power trunk lid too as well. And then back here you also do have a ski trunk pass-through. Powered passenger seat with power recline. Glove box compartment, nice and damp, and lined with felt too. So the 2016 BMW 7 Series is an excellent choice for a full-size luxury sedan. With its potent and fuel-efficient powertrains, its lavish and opulent interior, and its innovative features. So remember that this is Cameron Birch from Cameron's Car Reviews.